In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on December 6, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Illinois versus Texas. There will be a top 25 showdown at Madison Square Garden on Tuesday night as the 17th ranked Illinois Fighting Illini take on the number 2 University of Texas Longhorns as part of the Jimmy V Classic. Illinois comes into this matchup at 6-2 on the season and off a loss to Maryland in their Big Ten opener. Texas remains undefeated on the season after defeating number 7 Creighton as part of the Big East Big 12 Challenge. Both teams head to Madison Square Garden ranked and off to strong starts. In fact, there are a lot of similarities between these teams, making this a fantastic and fun matchup to help anchor V-Week. Texas has climbed to number 2 in the country on the strength of a 6-0 start. That undefeated start includes home wins over Gonzaga and Creighton. This game will be their first true test away from home, even if at a neutral venue. Texas is built around their defense, and they are in the top 5 defensively per most metrics. Texas features balanced scoring on offense, and they shoot very few threes by modern standards. They force lots of turnovers, and they take safe shots. Illinois has surprised many with their hot start to the season, especially after losing Kofi Cockburn. They didn't just lose their star big man. Coach Brad Underwood retooled the entire design of the team. Instead of playing a physical, inside-out brand of basketball, they are now a guard-oriented team that loves to shoot from deep. These guards can also defend, and the team is largely rebuilt around key transfers Matthew Mayer and Terrence Shannon Jr., 2 guys who are plenty familiar with the Longhorns. They are a young team with some turnover issues at times, but their shooting can often overcome it. With a win over UCLA and close losses to UVA and Maryland, beating Texas would go a long way for this retooling Illini team. Both teams can play defense, but I'll rely on the Texas defense in this one, especially given the Illini's lack of ball security at times. Texas has also been good at suppressing the 3-ball, holding Creighton under 15% recently. If they can suppress the Illinois shooters, the Longhorns can cover. So the Texas Longhorns to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Illini are scoring 80 points per game overall and have the 22nd fastest pace of play in the country. However, against the 2 top 25 teams they have played, they have failed to score more than 66 points. Texas defense is the best one that the Illini have faced all season, and they will clamp down on Illinois' ability to run and get buckets in transition. Texas will have this game play at their pace of play, which is middle of the pack in the nation thus far. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Maryland versus Wisconsin. The Maryland Terrapins and Wisconsin Badgers meet Tuesday in college basketball action at the Kohl Center. The Maryland Terrapins look to stay undefeated. The Wisconsin Badgers look for their 7th victory. Maryland is 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 Tuesday games and 7-1 against the spread in their last 8 games. The under is 4-0 in Maryland's last 4 Tuesday games, and the over is 4-1 in their last 5 road games. Wisconsin is 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games and 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 Tuesday games. The under is 4-1 in Wisconsin's last 5 home games, and the over is 11-4 in their last 15 games following an against the spread win. The road team is 3-0-1 against the spread in these 2 teams' last 4 head-to-head meetings. The Maryland Terrapins will travel to Madison on Tuesday night to play a conference game against the Wisconsin Badgers. Maryland is looking to go on the road and win their 2nd conference game of the season. The Terrapins have surprised everyone with their hot start under first-year head coach Kevin Willard. They just picked up their biggest win of the season against the Illinois Fighting Illini and have jumped all the way up to number 13 in the AP Top 25 poll. Wisconsin has been great in the Kohl Center over the years, but they are not talented enough to slow down this Maryland offense. According to Ken Palm, Maryland is ranked number 12 in adjusted offensive efficiency and number 9 in 2-point percentage. Maryland will look to push the pace in this one, and that will ultimately make Wisconsin uncomfortable. Wisconsin has been better than people thought this season with wins against Stanford, Marquette, and Dayton, but they also lost to Wake Forest at home, which bring my expectations for them down to earth. Wisconsin will not be able to keep up offensively here as they rank number 347 in two-point percentage and number 264 in effective field goal percentage according to Ken Palm. Maryland is the better overall team in this matchup, and I expect them to pick up a road victory in this one, so the Maryland Terrapins to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Even though Maryland is 268th in adjusted tempo according to Ken Palm, they have put up 95 points twice this season and over 81s. The Badgers have gone over in 2 straight and 3 of their last 4 games. Both defenses are solid, but Maryland is 12th in adjusted offensive efficiency according to Ken Palm, so their offense has been outstanding thus far. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Iowa versus Duke. The Iowa Hawkeyes and the number 17 Duke Blue Devils will head to Madison Square Garden in New York to battle each other in the Jimmy V Classic. The Hawkeyes have won 4 of their last 5, including a win against the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets last week. The Blue Devils have won 4 of their last 5 outings while holding on to a 2-game win streak. The Blue Devils had a nice performance versus Boston College over the weekend despite getting out-rebounded 33-32. Duke shot 52.8% from the field with 19 team assists in the 16-point victory. The Blue Devils have posted some nice points totals all year. They've hit 71 or more points in 7 of their 10 games thus far. As for Iowa, they're coming off a pretty dominant win over Georgia Tech. The Hawkeyes have hit 74 or more points in all 6 of their wins this year, so they can certainly score. History has shown us that Duke loves the lights of Madison Square Garden. Despite their early season blemishes, this team is starting to come together, and aside from the lopsided loss to Purdue in the final of the Phil Knight Invitational, the Blue Devils have looked pretty sound on both sides of the ball. I believe that continues here, and they find a way to neutralize Chris Murray. Trust Duke's resume in MSG. Iowa has been off the court for a week, and this will be their toughest matchup of the season. I don't believe that they'll keep pace, so the Duke Blue Devils to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Blue Devils' defense is surrendering 59 points per game while allowing their opponents to shoot 39.8% from the field. I expect Duke's defense to pose a threat to Iowa's strong offense and slow their quick scoring down quite a bit. The Hawkeyes have an adjusted offensive efficiency of 117.3 and an adjusted tempo of 69.9. Duke has an adjusted offensive efficiency of 113.8 and an adjusted tempo of 65.5. When looking at these numbers, we see that both teams are excellent at putting points on the board every possession, but they play with different tempos. The Hawkeyes play faster than Duke, but the Duke defense will slow them down and force them to set the offense up more. Duke plays a bit slower than Iowa, and I expect them to take their time on offense to ensure points. Iowa has some of the best shooting numbers in college basketball and likes to play at a fast pace, but the Hawkeyes have still gone under the total in 4 of their last 5 games. Their weakness has been their three-point shooting, which is one of the key aspects to betting on the total. They are facing a lengthy Duke team that has been playing strong defense, and the Blue Devils are barely making 30% of their three-point tries. They like to slow the game down, ranked number 258 in average possession length. Duke has gone under the total in 7 of its last 10 games. With the strong Blue Devils defense and the slower Duke offense, expect a low-scoring game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.